Hi guys, welcome to my 16-week vlog. I'm here in Hamilton Island in Australia. It's so beautiful. It's really bright, so I'm squinting. This is the view of my bedroom. And we're going to go out there today. I think we're going to go for a swim. And then we have some snorkeling adventures and various things planned for the rest of the week. So 16 weeks, it has been great. It was funny, I was reading an article last night by this amazing woman called Jacinta Staton, I think that's how you pronounce her name. And she had written back in 2010 this really controversial article because she was saying that she finds parenting really easy and she thinks it's great. She thinks that probably battling cancer or having a child with cancer would be really hard, but she thinks that parenting is great and is easy. And it caused such a firestorm because mothers were like, well, you don't know what it's like because you've only got a 9-month-old, and because you work part-time, you're not really a parent. I mean, the comments got really, really nasty towards this woman, and I was really reflecting on it last night and just feeling like emotional about the idea of this separatism and how mothers pit each other against one another, and really a lot of the judgment or the jealousy stems from a place of not cultivating self-love and acceptance for who you are in your own journey. Everyone's journey with parenting is so different, with pregnancy is so different, but who are we to stand and judge someone who has a really positive and beautiful thing to share about motherhood? And I was really thinking about that last night because that has also been my experience. I've had a beautiful time with motherhood, and same with this pregnancy. It's been really positive. I had a couple of days of morning sickness, but I feel so grateful that I'm a woman who is able to conceive and to carry my child. And that doesn't mean I'm not allowed to have bad days, but I guess in the back of my mind, I can recognize truly how grateful and how blessed I am to be able to have this opportunity, and to have not had to do a lot of fertility treatments and all the things that can be really emotionally taxing trying to get pregnant. So I've been sitting in a place of gratitude this past week and just really thinking about that and how lucky I am, and how even 6 months prior to getting pregnant, how just the dream of pregnancy and going through that journey again, how important that was to me, and how that was the biggest goal in my life, was to be able to conceive my second child. And so this pregnancy feels a little magic in that I've been through pregnancy now before, and I know the result. I know what comes out the other side, and it's the most incredibly life-changing experience that I think a person can go through. The journey from being a woman without children to being someone who has a little child that it's all up to them. It's your complete responsibility and your partner's to keep this child alive and to help them thrive and nourish them. And it's such a huge responsibility, and I've been thinking so much about that this past week. And in these quieter times of reflection, I've actually felt my baby kick for the first time. And so, I mean, I know I said I thought that happened around 12 weeks, but really I can feel, well, I think they call it lightning. It feels like this little blip, blip, blip on the inside of my belly. And that's been really nice. And sometimes I'll just kind of zone in and rub my tummy and be really still. I don't really breathe that much because every time I breathe, I keep thinking that it's my imagination. So I'll breathe really shallow and I'll listen out and I'll feel around my belly, and I can feel these little like, it's the sweetest feeling ever. And it's also just that extra bit of reassurance that everything's okay and that he's thriving in there and he's healthy, and that's really lovely. So it's been a really nice week. I think especially because of that. That's been wonderful. Oh, and here's the other thing that I discovered this week. Okay, so I'm a belly sleeper, and not being able to sleep on my belly hasn't really been an issue until this week. And I'm 16 weeks, 6 days today. And by about 16 weeks, 3 days, I was like, all right, this is getting pretty uncomfortable. And I rolled onto my belly one night and I was like, I'm just going to try like maybe one more week of belly sleeping. And I felt like and I took that as a little message from him telling me to move back onto my back because I was squashing him. So he wanted more room in his home, and I was lying on my belly, and so I was like, all right, I don't think I'm going to be sleeping on my belly anymore. But because I really rely on belly sleeping for restful sleep, I had to find a new position that would be equally as comfortable. And I discovered the best thing in the world. It's a U-shaped pillow, and literally I like hug the top of it, and then the bottom of it goes around and through my legs so I can lean my belly on it, and I'm like hugging this soft pillow, and it perfectly goes against my body. Oh, it's amazing. It's even better than the pregnancy pillow I had first time round. So that has been great. Get any U-shaped pillow you can get and just hug that pillow, and you kind of straddle it in bed. My husband doesn't really get many cuddles, but that's okay, he understands. And it's really nice. So I've been sleeping great since I discovered that. In fact, on holiday, I said to my husband, I was like, we were getting ready to go, and we are notorious overpackers. And I said, should I bring the pillow? I feel like I should bring the U-shaped pillow. And Mark's like, don't bring the ginormous pillow. He's like, you'll be lugging it at the airport. We've got a 2-year-old, we've got another kid, we've got pillow pets that we're carrying around. Don't bring the pillow. And I've missed the pillow. It's only been one night here on holiday, but I've missed it. So that's definitely one of my favorite things I've discovered this week. And apart from that, everything's feeling really great. I decided to pay more attention to the things that I'm putting in my body this week. I've been really trying to have good equal amounts of healthy fats and protein, and not to rely so much on just like a craving of a pizza or some heavy carb food. Been really thinking about balance this week, and as a result, I've been feeling better. I still need to be drinking more water. That's always an issue for me. And it's not because I don't want to. It's just I forget to drink the water. I'm sorry, I have this table balanced on the bed, so it's really wobbly. All right, I'm gonna show you my belly. Oh, and here's the other thing. I feel so pregnant this week. Like, so pregnant. I was walking up the hill yesterday and I was like, I can't carry Bodhi, I am so pregnant, even though I'm not really that far along. Okay, so belly in my outfit, and here's the belly. So this is almost 17 weeks, 16 weeks. Again, nice round big boy, a lot bigger than my last one. Although it's funny, I kept a guide to make sure that I was gaining enough weight during my pregnancy last time. And even though the shape of my body is completely different this time around, the weight is completely on par with last time, which is really interesting. I think I was 122 pounds last time round, and this time round I'm about 121-ish, 120-ish now. It kind of fluctuates. And yeah, so I'm pretty much on par. Last time I started off a little bit heavier than I did this time. So this time I think I was at 114 when I started my pregnancy, and last time I think I was 117. So I have put on a little bit extra weight, but I'm pretty much on par. It's just the shape of my body is so different because my body really knows what it's doing this time. So we've popped nice and early, which is good because I'm loving walking around as a pregnant woman. It's really fun. Okay, cool. I'm gonna go out and maybe do some snorkeling today. So sending love, and I will see you next week.